until like now.
I got you. Oh, there, I just see
Yeah.
that now.
Yeah.
There it is. You did that on purpose. You didn't want anybody to see that.
Right. Oh, there's so many things going on. I'm going, oh, we got to go into this and that, and something played that wasn't supposed to play, and here we are with Pete.
We made it.
We made it. So the Iowa DOT update, we do it every Tuesday. And, of course, brought to you by Mason City All Risk Insurance. Dave and the whole crew down there. Thank those guys for being a part of the segment here to find out what's going on with road construction and, and winter driving, too, coming up. We got to talk about that a little bit, too, I suppose.
Yeah, we do, especially with this big holiday travel. It's one of those. Isn't it supposed to be like the busiest travel season ever or something like that?
And they say like 80 million people going to be traveling this year.
Wow, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if those people are traveling through Mason City, I got good news. US 65 is wide open. It opened up last night, a couple days ahead of schedule, so that's always good. We were planning on to have it open by Thanksgiving, but they excuse me, I went through there about 4:45 and they were just finishing up and starting to pull traffic control, and got a text from a buddy about 6 o'clock that said that it was wide open. So it is open. It'll remain open until next spring, and we won't worry about that till next spring because then we will be closing and reconstructing again. So, but that's good news. I-35, the resurfacing project, all the traffic control will be off by sometime on Wednesday. There is going to be some guardrail work and a little bit of touch-up work that the contractor has to come back and do next year, but the temperatures and everything, and we've got the main line done, so we will be pulling traffic control and ending that project by Wednesday. The US 18 bridge, the bridge deck overlay over by Duncan, that should be opened up later today. And US 69, the bridge deck overlay that turned into a bridge deck replacement that we were planning to have done the first week of December, that is actually going to open up on Wednesday as well. That got done about a week or so early too. So we are in good shape headed into the holidays. So hopefully road work, at least in our area, won't be an issue when you're traveling.
Boy, not a lot to talk about then anymore after this week.
Not road work, unless you want to talk about what's we have going on down in Cedar Falls and Waverly and Lansing. But other than that, up in this area, we're doing pretty well.
Yeah. Is there any major thing down there that people should be aware of if they're doing some holiday travel that way?
Yeah, we have a project on Ridgeway and 58 that should be wrapping up in mid-December. Traffic can still get through there. You've been able to travel through there the entirety of the project, but there are lane restrictions and things like that. But that should be wrapping up in mid to early December. We have a project where we're repairing bridge deck joints. If you've ever traveled from, well, say Waterloo and you're heading up to Waverly, maybe coming back from Iowa City, and there is that ramp that you take to get on 218 to go north. That is closed and detoured. That will be going until about same time, early to mid-December. Bridge in Waverly we're replacing downtown on Iowa 3. That bridge is completely gone, so you cannot get there from here unless you take the detour. That project will run into probably September of next year. And then Lansing, we are replacing the bridge over the Mississippi River. That is about a 2.5, 3-year project. We started it in October of last year, making some pretty good progress. There's not any traffic restrictions right now. We're building it right alongside the old bridge, but it is an amazing project to watch. Just the enormity of it and the size of it. And if you're interested, there is a live stream of the construction at iowadot.gov/Lansing Bridge. There's also a Facebook page where you can follow the progress on that project. So that's, like I said, it's a pretty amazing project to watch happen.
Yeah. Do you do that on a lot of your projects? Do live streams?
No, just some of the major ones. This is actually the first one we've done up in our area. Now we do have traffic cameras up at some of our projects that affect some of the busier routes, like down in the Waterloo, Cedar Falls area mainly.
Sure.
But as far as having a live web page and a dedicated camera, this is the first one that we've done in our district.
Okay. All right. Well, good. Sounds good. So everything's all good. Construction's looking good. Now the plows are all on the trucks. and they're just sitting around waiting now. I mean, they're doing more stuff than just sitting around, but
Yes. They were actually out. When was it? When did we get that snow and slippery? Last week, I believe.
Was it Saturday? No,
No,
it
it was a weekday. I can't. It was one day last week. So yeah, we've had plows out. We do have crews that have been going out to and doing frost runs, treating bridges and areas where frost will develop if the forecast is calling for it. So they have been out already a few times this year, and I'm sure that's just going to increase as we get deeper and deeper into winter.
Well, let's hope not.
Yeah, well, there's we can hope for something and we can look at reality, and I'm pretty sure I know which one's going to win out.
Well, there's no doubt we're going to get some snow. We're going to get some cold weather. It's a little chilly this morning. Every morning I get up and I forget, the wife is sleeping and I go, Alexa, what's the temperature? And then she'll tell me, and then here we are,
Yeah, it was chilly this morning, and it's, looking, I think it's Friday and Saturday, or Saturday and Sunday. The low was like in the single digits.
Yeah, not good.
No, that's a little early for that, but here we go.
You like to ride motorcycle, Pete? Do you like to ride snowmobile then?
I do not do any snowmobiling. I did growing up on a farm in North Dakota. We had we had a John Deere 400. If some of you classic snowmobilers remember what those look like. Every once in a while I'll see one of those, a picture of one on Facebook or something, and it brings back a lot of awesome memories. But we had a John Deere 400, and we had an old Polaris. I can't remember what even kind that was, but as far as recently, no. I did borrow somebody's snowmobile for an ice fishing tournament a few years ago, but that's kind of been my my snowmobiling experience the last 30, 40 years.
Yeah, you know what I had growing up?
What's that?
An Artie Cat.
Oh, did you?
One of the little ones.
Oh yeah. Oh, kitty cat.
Kitty cat. Yeah.
Yep, I remember those.
Yeah. But Dad had it. We had it for about a week, and then Dad got tired of fixing it every time my brother broke it. So it went bye-bye.
Yeah, that seemed to be a pretty common thing with snowmobiles of that era.
Yeah. It's like, I'm done with it. This is ridiculous. You boys keep breaking. Well, Dad, we're just playing,
Yeah, exactly.
Farm boys. We were hard on things.
Yeah, it happens.
Have I owned one since? No.
Yep, ditto.
Yeah.
No, I got the 4-wheeler now I use for ice fishing and some work around the yard, and that's probably good enough.
I love the 4-wheelers, man. Oh man, I had like 3 at one time with 2 of the plows on it, and those are fun.
Yeah, they are handy. They are definitely help, like you said, moving some snow sometimes, and it's nice to have it as an option.
Yeah, you got to be careful though when you're doing that, because we got a little crazy when we lived in Clemmy. About 3 of us guys had we just decided, well, let's, nobody can go anywhere. Let's go plow people out.
Oh, sure.
And, you get out there and you if it's a little heavier snow or whatever, it'll stop you dead in your tracks, and you could go over the handlebars if you're not paying attention.
Could or did.
Pete will say we could.
Okay.
You could. You got to be careful on those things.
Yes, you do.
Don't just leave it at that.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Yeah. No, I don't use it much in our front driveway just because you run out of places to put the snow. But
neighbors.
in our backyard, we've got a path that goes back to a building back there, and a concrete slab that I use it back there. So I get my fun back there.
Right. Yeah. You can go out there, especially if you live on like a street that doesn't have any through traffic, like a cul-de-sac. That's fun. You can make a little racetrack out there.
Yeah. I think I know somebody who lives in that area.
Now, the only thing I'm missing right now is a 4-wheeler.
Oh yeah, that does become an issue.
I know it does. So to contact one of our local Polaris dealers, and
there's several.
Yeah. So might have to get one again. If I did, though, my wife would kill me.
Yeah, well, that's not a good option then.
Right. I know. Well,
especially in the holiday season.
Yeah, right. Well, that's when it's the season of giving and forgiving. Gotcha. Giving and forgiving, Pete.
It's easier to ask for forgiveness than beg for permission.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
I love it. So one more thing, Pete. Big weekend for the Cyclones, Hawkeyes, and Vikings.
It was well, for Iowa State and Minnesota got a little tense at the end, but
Yeah.
it ended the correct way.
Yeah. I was supposed to be at that game. It
The
was
Viking
cold.
game?
Yeah. In Chicago.
Yep.
My brother flew up from Florida, and I'm going, I'm not going. And I'm from the Midwest. And, well, I'm going, okay, you Floridians, go ahead and come on up here to the cold weather, but I know it's going to be cold. I'm not going.
It wasn't even that cold, was it?
It was 50 degrees, but it felt colder than that. They were freezing. They were
Gotcha.
freezing.
Yeah,
So,
well, they're from Florida.
well, my daughter and her husband went down there in my place
Oh, okay.
because I stayed in the man cave and sat there in the comforts of my own home and the heat.
That is something to be said for that.
Yeah, and I swore at the TV, Pete.
You know, I know we've talked about this before, and I always say I get pretty intense and I don't talk and all that during the game. I may have said some language that probably wasn't acceptable as well.
That's exactly why I don't watch TV in public or the games in public. There's
yeah.
only one time it was during that shim shed, and that's the only. And I let a little language slip out one time. And then I go, "Oop, I'm in public. Gotta watch out. There's kids around here."
Exactly. Exactly. No, that one got a little too intense, but bottom line is they won.
Right, exactly. And I set it up too so I could watch. I was hoping that the Panthers were going to beat the Chiefs because I had two TVs down there in the man cave going on.
Yep.
And the Vikings on the big screen, the Chiefs on the other TV, and yeah, I was hoping the Panthers were going to pull it off.
Yeah, I was actually doing the exact same thing, and I saw Mahomes run that set up that winning field goal, and just finds a way. That's the bottom line. Just finds a way.
I know it. I hate it, Pete. I just hate it. I know there's a lot of Chief fans out there right now.
Yep.
And they're probably listening. You know, you can say all you want about the Cowboys because they don't really matter.
Nope. It's pretty. Although Commander fans are probably saying a different story after this weekend.
Well, yeah, Dallas got lucky.
Yeah, they won. That's all that matters. Like we said, a lot of people are probably saying the Vikings got lucky too, but guess what? It still says 9-2 in the record books.
Look at this positive Pete. I'm telling you, it comes out every Tuesday.
Wow, it was funny. You say that, and my nephew, my 16-year-old nephew in North Dakota, texts me quite a bit during Vikings games and sometimes the Twins and stuff like that. And I was texting with him, and all I could think about was, man, I am not being positive Pete right now. I did not have a lot of faith when that thing went to overtime.
No, I didn't either. I told my son, we were sitting out of the man cave there, and I said, we're going to lose. We're going to lose this game.
Yep. Well, I told my nephew, I said, Caleb Williams will make a big mistake. He will make a big mistake. And it took till overtime of him holding onto the football and taking that sack. He should have thrown that thing away on that first drive, but glad he didn't. Big loss, and and we got the ball back. And Sam Darnold, did he go 6 for 6 on that drive in overtime?
Yeah,
and he was something like 11 for 13 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he's amazing.
His last couple games, he hasn't turned the ball over. Yeah, we'll just ride it as long as we can, I guess.
Well, yeah, we'll get to the playoffs and get in the playoffs first round, and then we'll lose. But that's okay.
Let's get to the playoffs first. A lot can still happen.
There it is. Positive Pete for everybody.
No, that's not being positive. That's being cautious.
Well, yeah, but you still look at a positive spin on it.
Oh, I know. I said, let's make the playoffs first. We haven't made the playoffs yet.
Well, yeah, I know. That's true. We should be, though.
We should, but I've seen a lot of things that should happen that don't.
Right.
A lot.
There it is, Pete. I can bring out the negativity and the cautious.
Cautious. I'm calling it cautious.
All right. Iowa DOT update every Tuesdays. And of course, you can watch this video back if you get a chance. It's on the website, 987kisscountry.com. And also it's live on Facebook, I think, right now on the official 987 Kiss Country Facebook page.
That's awesome. Hey, before we go, Jay, I just want to throw out there, too, this is, like we talked about, a really, really big travel weekend. So if you're traveling, first of all, have a great trip. Enjoy the holidays. Be careful. And there's all the things we go through is wearing the seat belts, watching your speed, having the winter survival kit. But besides wearing the seat belt, the other thing I'm just going to focus on is pay attention to driving. And again, yes, the cell phone is a huge distraction, but it's also your GPS, it's your entertainment system in the vehicle, it's the kids in the vehicle, it's whatever's going on. So pay attention to driving. That's what's going to get you there safely. And as we speak, I see one of our trucks going out with a brine tank to go spread some brine on bridges to make sure your travel is as safe as possible.
There's no snow in the forecast, Pete.
Doesn't need to be snow, Jay. You can still get frost.
All right. You got me there.
Yep. No, that's what they're doing. And it's funny. We do it was one of the first things when I started here over 17 years ago. Our maintenance manager at the time said, I just want you to be aware, we're going to get phone calls. We're going to be out on a sunny day with no snow in the forecast, putting brine down, and people are going to call and complain and saying, what in the heck are you doing?
Yeah.
It's because there is frost in the forecast, especially with the holidays coming up. That brine will stay on those bridges for several days to keep them safe.
Okay.
So that's what they're out doing.
Good deal.
Yes.
IODOT. Keeping it safe here in the holiday season. Thank you very much.
That's the goal.
You heading? Are you going anywhere for Thanksgiving?
I will not. This is the first time in several years that I'll be sticking around here.
Are you doing a turkey or anything, or are you going to just order pizza?
No, we'll be having turkey at my wife's family's place. So.
Oh.
Yeah. How about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna smoke a turkey starting tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah.
I usually, when I go home, I usually smoke a turkey for my family. It's so good.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. So, well, Pete, I suppose if you want some more turkey, swing over to my house.
Don't tempt me. I know where you live.
Yeah, that's right, you do. And you know what I got in the fridge?
Yep. I've seen me do it.
Yeah, we got the kids, the grandkids, everybody's coming over, I guess.
Cool.
Thursday, so.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Amongst neighbors, other people stop by. Hey, what's going on? Well, what do you think's going on? It's Thanksgiving.
Yeah, exactly.
Watching football and drinking a couple of beers.
Thanksgiving, there's smoke pouring out of the smoker. Take a guess.
Oh, I thought your house was on fire. That's why I thought I saw it. No, you didn't.
Exactly.
Pete, have a happy Thanksgiving. We'll talk to you next week. All right?
All right. You do the same, Jay.
That's the good stuff.
Here's some good stories making the rounds. 911.